Welcome to Sunday night. It's 9 p.m. June 1st. Welcome to We Are Soccer, the weekly recap. PSG absolutely dominated Inter Milan yesterday in the Champions League final. What an incredible match. Did you watch it? Let's talk about it. We're going to talk about that along with a couple of other things. Again, a big week in the world of football. Summer transfers are going crazy because the window is now officially open. Oh, there's transfers that have happened. There are rumors abound. We're talking about it. FIFA Club World Cup, has its final entrance. LAFC, congratulations. You beat Club America. We're going to talk about that game. We're going to talk about who they have to play this summer in the FIFA Club World Cup. I'm calling it the money grab. It's just a money grab. Oh, but by the way, the MLS players are upset at how the money is doled out. We got a lot to get to. And by the way, if you hadn't noticed, we got a new little chat feature right there. Go ahead and put your chats in, and they're going to show up live on the screen. There you go. Welcome. Be kind. Be kind. You feel free to yell at Nate, though, but be kind to the rest of us. Wow. I know. All right, let's jump in. Let's go.
What? And I'm going to give you one opportunity because we're friends. Winner!
Who gives a shit about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team. Do I look like I'm freaking kidding?
Those things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
All right, guys, welcome. Do me a favor. Put in those comments right there on the left-hand side? Right-hand side? Right-hand side. I don't know which way you're looking. I can't read them because it's too small. I have to upsize that font. But you get where we're going. Brooks has those young eyes. He'll read them off. Put those comments in as we talk about a lot of topics. We're talking about PSG winning the Champions League. We're talking about the FIFA Club World Cup, LAFC. We're talking about transfers. We're talking about rumors. We got a couple of other things we're going to go at here. Do me a favor. Throw those comments in. But before you do that, make sure you like, subscribe, or share this video. It would mean a ton to us. And before we really, truly get in, I do want to say a big thank you to our partners. A big thank you to Soccer World. Visit soccerworld.net for all of your soccer gear needs. I will be heading to the Rochester store this week because they have a special Aston Villa jersey for me on holds. Yes, I'm excited about that. A big thank you to Next Level Training, Aaron Bird, and the boys and girls of Next Level Training we have here in the state of Michigan. We are so lucky to have them. They are the best trainers in the country. They reside here at Next Level Training. It's awesome. A big thank you to the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. If you're hurt or have been injured, hit up the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. He'll get you back on the pitch. Oh, and by the way, new sponsor, same as the old sponsor, Dog and Pony Show Brewing are back. Thank you so much, Dog and Pony Show Brewing. We love you guys. Brooks and I were out there for the 4th anniversary of Dog and Pony Show Brewing. They had a little party.
Whoa,
Brooks?
Whoa, hold on.
Yeah. Hi, Nate.
So, you two went to a party.
Yeah, we did.
Was my phone broken, or?
I think it was.
No, I don't think it was.
No, it wasn't?
No, it wasn't. What day was this?
Saturday.
Oh, Saturday.
Yeah.
Doing
Saturday
it
around
Saturday?
what?
Around 12:30.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's totally free. Coulda
We'll get to that.
joined that. Would have been fun. You know what they have there? They have hop water. I like that stuff.
The hoppy water. They had some delicious hoppy water.
They do have hop water.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good times. You know,
Yeah.
you have to go there in person to get it. You know, like if you get invited to a party or something. But yeah.
Well, we'll be going a lot more, Nate. Trust me. Dog and Pony Show Brewing, thank you for being a partner of We Are Soccer. We're going to be doing some live events out there at Dog and Pony Show Brewing, specifically June 18th. We're doing our first ever We Are Soccer trivia. Brooks, I'm really looking forward to that. I am not very good when put on the spot, but we won't be participating. I won't be participating as a team, but I'll be there drinking beer, watching, and answering the questions in Turkey.
We have to put a We Are Soccer team in. Come on, we
may have to. We shouldn't listen. We're not going to be able to participate because I don't want to be caught. I don't want to be accused of cheating, but we'll figure something out. Dog and Pony Show Brewing, the We Are Soccer Trivia, June 18th, starts at 7 o'clock. We're going to be looking forward to that. A big thank you to the Michigan Jaguars, MichiganJaguarsFC.com for more information on that wonderful club. It is tryout week. Make sure you hit up some of their open trainings this week and tryouts on June 7th and 8th. Oh, and by the way, they are a partner of the Michigan Soccer Expo happening August 1st through the 3rd.
North American Expo.
North American Soccer Expo.
Yes.
Sorry. It is a huge expo for coaches, players, directors, you name it. If you're involved in youth soccer, hit up the North American Soccer Expo. I'm looking forward to it. Guess who's presenting? We're presenting. They allowed us to go there and present. I don't know.
Well, even if you're not like a coach or what are the things you said? Coach,
player, director.
Yeah. Even if you're not those three, it might be a nice place to just kind of go and
chill.
Check it out. You know, they got a whole bunch of vendors going on and a whole bunch of things that happen in there. So, you know, if you're just a fan of the game, might be interesting just to.
We're gonna be there too.
If you're a fan of the show, all four of you out there.
There's at least 4.5.
We got a guy on the East Coast that's a front, Charlotte BX Gunner. Come on now.
That is your burner account, Brooks. Does that count as one? The burner account?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Count the burner account.
The burner account.
5.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump in. Let's do it. We're talking about that big game, the final Champions League game that was played yesterday in Allianz Arena in Bayern Munich, in München, as they say. And we put our predictions in last week, and I said, listen, boys, this is going to be a close game. I'm predicting 2-1, but I think PSG's speed is really going to show through, and they're going to win 2-1. It's going to be a close one. Oh, my God. That was by far the biggest Champions League final win we've ever seen. 5-0, Inter Milan. I'm pretty sure they're still at their hotel sleeping or sleeping off hangovers, whatever. They didn't bother to show up to this match.
I don't know. I thought Inter as a whole didn't play that bad. I thought Jan Sommer let in some really bad goals.
He didn't have a good game.
He let in some really bad goals.
That first goal.
I think that's avoidable. I think the second goal is avoidable as well. Third goal I thought was good.
The last one near post where he doesn't come out. He just stands there on his line and then tries to.
The first goal, that was the back line's fault. They kept him on side.
I'm not saying whose fault it is. I'm saying what you need to do as a player.
Let's break down Inter, though. Inter Milan, they don't give up a ton of goals. They are based on defense, based on they play essentially a 3-5-2 when in possession of the ball, but when out of possession they play a 5-3-2. And out of possession of the ball, they literally were like, hey, you could tell in the first 12 minutes, PSG, you can have the ball. Do what you got to do. But anywhere you get into the final third close to our goal, we're going to start really compressing and breaking up your play. And they weren't able to do that. Inter Milan just were not able to break up the play. Their lines were broken, pass after pass after pass. In all honesty, this game could have ended 8-0. This was by far one of the most dominating Champions League finals I have ever seen. Brooks, what are the stats on this game? It's incredible.
Give me a second here. Sorry.
And then as you're doing that, I'm going to start reading through some of the comments here because, we got some comments coming in. It's just you commenting, Brooks.
It's BX Gunner too. We're just talking back and forth.
So just him. He's talking to himself.
Just talking to himself. Yeah.
I am not.
I thought Inter did not control the center as much as they should have. Right. They got knifed through, and don't get me wrong, PSG has a very, very fast front three, and they just kind of torched them, if you will, all in through there. But Inter should have did much better at just dropping in and denying them that ball forward.
I think we were expecting more.
Yeah.
More.
Here you go. Ready? Here are the stats. 23 shots for PSG, 8 shots on target. And Inter Milan 8 shots and 2 on target. 60% possession for PSG, 40% for Inter Milan. 531 passes to 352, 87% passing accuracy to 81%. Let's see, what else did they dominate in? Corners were 6-4 Inter Milan. So
That's actually pretty interesting.
yeah, when you get off to a slow start like that, where there's 2 goals in the first 30 minutes or 20 minutes or so, it's rough to it wasn't 2 in the first 20, but it's just rough.
PSG had more goals than they did corner kicks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how good their shooting was. Jan Sommer, I will say, played probably one of the worst games I've ever seen him say. Nate,
Oh, he's all over the map.
He almost just stayed back on his line. Now, you'll remember 2 years ago, Andre Onana was the goalie for Inter Milan as they played Man City. He stayed on his line, made some great reactionary saves. They were not put under siege quite like they were yesterday versus PSG, but I will say Onana saved them 2 years ago quite a bit.
The first 3 goals, he was beaten near post. Or the first 2 of the 3.
The first one, as he came out, the ball came
he was
across.
ball watching to the right, though, and left. There was not even the zip code to even cover the other guy that was out. Yeah, bad defending, but that's where, as a player, in big games, you got to come up big.
Yeah.
And he wasn't there. And he had a great season.
Yeah. Oh, overall,
Overall, great.
Season. Yeah.
But
especially for a €5
this
million
game was
euro buy.
bad.
This game was bad. Now, going into the game, the morning of Saturday morning, I'm reading about some of the pieces, some of the players and some of the tactics, and I looked at the roster that started, the starting 11 from 2 years ago, Inter Milan versus Manchester City. 7 of those players were on the field yesterday to start the game against PSG. So you're thinking, okay, they've been here before. They're used to this big stage. This is going to bode well for Inter Milan. And I started to put some more thoughts together in a little document, and I said, okay, prediction for me is the way this game can get really exciting is if PSG scores in the first 10 or 15 minutes, because that'll force Inter Milan to come out and play soccer. And it forced Inter Milan to come out and play soccer, and they couldn't handle it. They could not handle it. They took themselves apart, essentially, after that first goal. And when the second goal went in, they just put their heads down. It was over from there.
Yep. So our buddy BX Gunner says Dembele for Ballon d'Or.
The Ballon d'Or?
Ballon.
Yeah, I mean, trust me, throughout the entire season, he's been phenomenal. He did really well in the French League, McDonald's Ligue 1. He did really well there. He's done phenomenal in the Champions League.
Yeah, the Big Mac of the League 1, huh?
He really is.
So let's talk some positives and some negatives here.
Please, have at it, buddy.
I did not know that Luis Enrique, is that how you
Yes,
pronounce
sir.
it? Yep. Did I do it right?
Yes, sir.
You did.
You had the inflection and the R and everything. Well done.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, you've been practicing.
I have. I was unaware that his daughter died a few years back.
I did not know that either.
I was completely unaware. I thought it was rather touching what the PSG fans did. And, after I found that out, I was kind of like, I'm glad this guy won, because that's an amazing thing he'd have to overcome. Like, I don't know if I could, to be honest with you. I think that would just break and crush me. I think I'd be done with life. So hats off to him and getting probably what you'd arguably be the PSG's worst ever team. I know some people might say, argue that, but I mean, PSG had Messi, PSG had Mbappe, PSG had Zlatan, and those are absolutely world-class players. Not to say that these guys were bad, but you didn't have any of those marquee superstars like that. So hats off to him at getting just a good team to play together and beat everyone throughout. On the downside, we have to just pretend now that French league is actually a credible league, and I don't think I'm ready for that.
I'm not quite ready for that either, but
They were.
You can't make fun of them. You can't make fun of them now because
they have the best team in the world.
They're the best team in the world, and they beat quality teams on the way through. The way there.
Before PSG just took over and bought all those players, I mean, there'd be a battle between Monaco and Lyon and Bordeaux. You would get some of that of it, and they would do well in Champions. It's just been a while.
Yeah, you know what I'm really disappointed about though?
Is that you have to respect the French league now?
A little.
I'm pretty disappointed in that.
I am a little bit, but
They always surrender. It's
but
okay.
Not on Saturday.
I want to go to Inter Milan and I want to punch that club in the face.
Wow.
I want to punch the club in the face because you know what they did?
Hold on though.
Mhm.
You should know that might have some mobsters there.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I know.
Got to bring some cannolis.
I still want to punch him in the face.
All right,
Do you want to know why?
go.
because they denied us of the Champions League final that we all wanted.
What was this one?
We all wanted to see Barcelona versus PSG. We all wanted that. But no, Inter Milan, you had to go and ruin it by beating Barcelona in the semifinal. You bastard.
Why is it not Barcelona's fault for laying an egg against?
Yeah,
Milan?
they
No,
did.
that's too easy. No.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
if Inter Milan had shown up and given us a 2-1 game yesterday, then I'd be like, all right, you know what? It was Barcelona's fault, but it wasn't.
It's
Inter
just
Milan, you sucked yesterday.
Yeah.
You're the ones who denied us the final.
You're the ones.
Yeah.
You're
I'm going to punch them in the face.
nobody. No one likes you.
it's just rough because a lot of the Italian teams tend to have older players at times, so they're not young spring chickens like they.
What's wrong with older players, Brooks?
No, it's fine, but like they just
No.
they just don't move as quickly as the younger ones.
Yeah.
Brooks Lambier hates old people.
BrooksLambier@gmail.com is where you're going to...
Send your complaints to Brooks. You know what Inter Milan also did too?
What did they do?
They robbed us.
What did they rob us of again? What did they rob us now?
They're always robbing.
Yeah,
Spaghetti?
for sure.
They robbed us of having a Munich final as well.
Wait, what?
Did they beat Bayern as
Yeah,
well?
they beat Bayern.
Oh yeah.
This is true, they did.
They nudged Bayern out.
Nudged Bayern
out. And that could have been Bayern in Munich. That would have been a lot more exciting.
So it could have been Bayern versus Barca in a semifinal? Is that what
No, it would have been Bayern versus PSG.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Well, listen, man.
I mean,
Because Barcelona's not beating Bayern Munich. They just can't. They're
Well,
not allowed. It's written.
Not
It's
allowed,
written.
dude. Not allowed.
Well, let's
somewhere.
turn this page another way and say, hey, Villa robbed us of instead of the French league being represented, actually good now. Villa should have beat PSG, and then there you go. Would never
Should have.
happened.
What? No.
Yeah.
So PSG did beat
No.
Aston Villa
Yeah.
in the quarterfinals, and one of the nice things that Luis Enrique did say after the game yesterday, he goes, "We beat a lot of good teams to get here. We beat Liverpool. We beat the most organized team we faced this year, Aston Villa, which was awesome to hear. Except for that didn't really help us in any way whatsoever because we still finished sixth
And they
lost in the quarterfinals.
and they didn't play Stuttgart. So yeah.
But on the positive side, you have a chance to play Stuttgart in.
In the Europa League next
Yeah.
year. Yeah, we
Yeah.
will. We might.
In the final.
That would be awesome, wouldn't it?
I'm going with it.
That'd be awesome, dude. If they did the final, we're traveling.
We are.
We are traveling. We're
traveling to stand outside the stadium because we probably can't afford it.
Probably not.
Greg, it ain't here. Oh, wait a minute. Work right off.
I've got an inside track on how to get tickets to games. So.
Your brother's commenting.
And it'll be
My brother?
Yeah, Jimmy.
Oh, nice.
Via La Barcelona.
Hey,
I
Jimmy.
didn't know he was a
Yeah.
Barca fan.
Yeah.
Well, he's a fan of everything.
There's always one in the family, Nate.
Yeah.
Always one.
He's I think he's moving pretty soon, which not here.
He's leaving Austin.
Yeah, makes him sad.
Mm.
But then I get to go visit him in Rochester, New York. Hey.
Is Rochester, New York, like a place you want to go often?
Yeah, hang with my brother. Yeah,
Well, that's
why not?
about it. What else they got?
Not far from the city, right?
Doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Why
Yeah,
you
his
being
brother.
mean?
I don't know. What else they got? They got a soccer team? No, that folded, right? And then Rochester.
They did,
won there.
yes. It's not the
Drive-
Rhinos, but
Find
it's-
one. We'll
yeah.
drive somewhere. We'll make one.
Make a team. Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
why not?
You make a lot of money.
What's Jamie Vardy doing?
Well,
back-
not doing Rochester Rhinos anymore.
Yeah, because he's gonna do the Rhinos Rochester.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
Yeah.
Moving on. All right. So anyway, we're going to finish that segment of PSG absolutely dominating every facet of the game and winning 5-0. Congratulations to them. You are the Champions League
They finally did it
final champion.
after all the superstars left.
Yeah, and
What an underdog story, though.
in a little
Only a little team out of Paris who has a massive oil conglomerate dump millions and billions of dollars into their franchise
Yeah.
for 12 on years.
Now Paris FC just have to beat them next
Oh,
year.
now it is cool that they're starting up, but
Their rival,
they're
yes.
right next to each other. Now it is. There are two cool stories that come out of this before we end the segment. One is the Kylian Mbappe leaving, and Luis Enrique in pretty much the same week saying, yes, he left. I think our team is better defensively and better offensively. And I think he was proven right. I
Yeah.
think he was proven right. They weren't dependent on him. The other players stepped up, and man, they got some great players. Doué, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia. What an outstanding core of players. Donnarumma is said to be looking at renegotiating and staying longer. They are going to add more players, and they're already looking to repeat next year. The other great story, as you mentioned, boys, Luis Enrique lost his daughter a couple of years ago. She was 9. She had, I believe it was cancer, and passed away. A really cool story I saw this morning about it was Luis Enrique a couple of months ago, I think it was, or within the last year, gave an interview, and they said, are you upset? Are you sad at the world? And he said, no. He goes, no. Why, you're asking that because my daughter passed away at 9? She goes, no, we had 9 wonderful years with her. We loved the memory. She's still with us spiritually. She may not be here physically, but what a very cool way to look at it and just honor his late daughter, and then the tifo that the PSG fans made.
Yeah.
And then he had a shirt on afterwards with the special shirt. So very cool story.
Yeah.
There are great things that come out of football like that, right?
Yeah, that and the rioting in Paris were two neck and neck as
Take that or the ones in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
okay.
kidding.
So they did riot in Paris. They were celebrating. There were cops. There were over
You know-
500 arrests made, and unfortunately, 2 fans died because of the rioting. There were fires. There was everything. There were tear gas. Not a good look, Paris.
I'm not sure how you riot in Paris.
I-
Everything is so expensive there. I don't know, like, how do you afford anything to riot with? My God, like, I wouldn't be throwing any type of like alcohol liquid. I mean, a beer is €8 there. It's ridiculous.
I bet it's more now. But
Oh my God.
Yeah, but the riots that kind of puts a damper on it. They did the parade today for the team, which, unfortunately, like I said, 500 people arrested last night and 2 people dead. So that kind of put a little bit of a damper on the parade for the team and the real fans today.
Yep.
I almost forgot about that, Nate. Thank you. But yeah,
That's what I'm here for.
why are people celebrating like that, or like with fires and throwing people at things and running over people? What the hell, man?
Well, Craig, you
Is
see,
the world ending?
it's pretty much that's what it is.
it's real simple.
Yeah, please elaborate.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah.
All right. So lots of other stuff happened in the world of football. FIFA Club World Cup. LAFC landed that last and final spot in the FIFA Club World Cup that we're all looking forward to because it's only about the sport and the lovely, beautiful game, right? That's all it's about. FIFA Club World Cup. There's nothing to do with money. Said no one ever.
They're all playing for free, I thought.
Pretty much, and that's why the MLS players are pissed off. They have come out with the the MLSPA Players Association, and they've put out a stern-worded letter to the MLS. Said we are very upset. Some of the Sounders players last night wore shirts. Brooks, what did the shirts say? Wasn't it something like money grab?
Yeah, it's just a money grab.
MLS money grab. So
Yeah.
the MLS is getting around $9 million because
Per team.
per team.
Not the club is.
The club and
Yes.
the league, because the league owns the club, right? Pretty much.
Yep.
Within.
Yeah,
So there's money.
it gets kicked back in.
None of it, well, a very, very small percentage of it is getting funneled to players. Almost none of it's getting funneled down to the players. The players are pissed. They're like, wait a minute. So now we have to play more games. We're not getting more money. What's going on here?
Isn't that MLS's fault, though?
I think it's the Players Association fault for not putting into the collective bargaining agreement.
Yeah, and then also
It's hard to get everything, and no one knew this Club World Cup was going to pivot this way too.
True.
So
Go ahead, Nate. Sorry.
I mean, I don't know. I blame MLS because they could kick money more to the players participating.
100%.
They have every right to. They could.
Yeah, I don't think this is on FIFA. This is
Yeah.
on MLS 100%. And
Yeah.
that's why the MLS players and the Players Association are kind of up in arms about this and wearing shirts to say this is an MLS money grab.
You know, if they're not careful, they're not going to go out and lose to the better teams out there. Like,
Ooh, that's
you know?
true. We better watch out. So LAFC last night beat Club America in LAFC at their, I believe it was their home stadium, right, Brooks? And what a game it was.
it was, but I think what happened was Club America was actually the higher seed, so they were the home side. But it was a great atmosphere. I mean, both sides essentially were split. So LAFC was on one side, Club America fans were on one side, but the atmosphere was dynamic. I've never seen something like that, or seen it very few times in an MLS stadium. But it was great. It was a great match. I mean, it was second half. There were the you got 3 goals in the second half, and it was a great comeback from LAFC.
Let's talk about that first goal for Club America, their only goal. It came off a penalty. You had mentioned to me before the show started that you didn't think that was a penalty kick.
No, like he swung through. It was momentum goes through, and he's going after clear the ball. That's ridiculous to me. Why it's a penalty?
So Nate, I don't know if you've seen this, but here's what happened.
Nah.
The ball bounces at the top of the box, just about 1.5 feet inside the box. The Club America player goes and he strikes the ball, and as he's following through, one of the LAFC players comes up about 1 foot off the ground, studs up, and hits him. Like, follow through, and obviously trying to kick the ball as hard as he can, and does this. You need to be in control of your body at all times, and he almost broke that Club America's, the defender almost broke that Club America's leg. 100% in my opinion, a foul.
Oh my God.
But I'm the
They're
attacker.
both swinging at the ball, Craig.
No, well, yeah, but one person got there first.
Game's gone soft.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I'm just gonna say.
Yeah. If you
Nate's
guys,
right.
if you haven't seen it, look it up on Twitter. You'll find it pretty quickly. But
It's ridiculous.
I'm gonna go the complete opposite of what Brooks is saying. I think that's 100% penalty. Listen, if you're a defender and you're gonna go for the ball, you got to make sure you get the ball. If you get anything less than the ball, you better watch out. Now, here's the thing, Brooks. On the field, what'd the referee say? He said play on. He said no. It's a corner kick.
still reviewable though. That's why, like, you know, and I think Club America held the corner, and they're like, let's go. And like they waited.
That's
Then all of a sudden the VAR came, and there you go.
The VAR took another look.
I think there was an injured player down as well. I think the guy that struck the ball was sitting on the ground for a while because they were waiting because they wanted the review.
I think the guy who
The
struck
dark
the ball,
arts, as they say.
I think the guy who struck the ball, who had his leg almost taken off, was
His
hurting.
leg did not
Was-
almost get
was
taken off.
hurting.
You're so dramatic.
And
You tackers, right, Nate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I get if he came studs in and just like karate chopped him.
It was-
I get that.
It was studs up.
No,
I wanna-
it
I wanna-
wasn't.
Like this. If this is essentially this tacker kicking the ball, kicks the ball, defender studs up, gets him here.
He didn't get him there. He got him at the top of the foot, if anything.
All I want to know is.
Oh, we're gonna watch this again.
All I want to know is what Mr. Hearn thinks about this.
Yeah, I'll show my dad. My dad will probably.
Oh,
I'll show him tomorrow. So I'll show my dad tomorrow.
That's all I care about.
I'd like to say, what's your opinion, and I'll follow up with everybody.
I think he'll go with the game's gone soft.
Well, he always says that. He's a
That's
why I love the guy.
We love him.
6'2" defender who hates penalties and hates soft players.
Not that they were going to win this one.
But he's also a true soccer fan, and he'll say, yeah, it's going to be a penalty. So I'll get back to you.
Anyway, so PK, obviously former LAFC guy, Brian Rodriguez steps up and buries it.
Yep.
So that makes it 1-0. And then, man, at the crack, and stoppage time, just right at the last minute, off a corner kick, a great header that was won in the box, and LAFC tie it 1-1. Obviously make some subs, bring on Giroud, bring on some other guys. Denny Bouanga, holy smokes, was so good last night. Just as a 1v1 attacker and getting it and just causing havoc and whipping in crosses. It was a great game from him. I mean, he has to be, when it's all said and done, he may be one of the best MLS wingers to ever step on the field in MLS history so far.
Why is he still in MLS? How come no one else?
Well, he's 33, so he's old. He's in his young 30s.
Someone you'd think would want to take at least a chance on him for a year.
Well, people have said usually guys end up leaving, MLS and go to Liga MX and run a club like, Club America, Cruz Azul or whatnot. So, but man, he had a good game. And then in extra time, just like, I don't think Giroud meant to lay the ball off to him. I think Denny Bouanga was like, Giroud took a touch and he was like, and Denny Bouanga just leave, and just struck the ball, went off the inner thigh of the Club America defender, and the deflection, no chance for the Club America goalkeeper. And I mean, that place just blew up after that goal went in.
A very exciting game, I will say that. And Bouanga was by far the star of the game.
Giroud didn't get many attacking opportunities, but darn it, like, he challenged for balls in the air and he was effective. And LAFC had to make a few subs. Frankie Amaya did well when he came on, and it was a good team win. And I feel like they can do very well in this Club World Cup. And I'm curious to see how they do against their opening match against Chelsea.
Well, Brooks, here's your here's the groups, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup groups. Sorry if it's a little small. LAFC win there, and they go into the Group D with Flamengo, as Tunis, and Chelsea. And their first game is June 16th against Chelsea.
In
LAFC,
Atlanta.
Chelsea in Atlanta.
Mercedes-Benz
Great
Stadium.
game that is going to be. Now, here's the kicker on that, Brooks.
Yeah.
In Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, that's not grass. That's field grass. That's
No, they're
turf.
going to make that.
Oh, are they
I imagine.
really?
It's a FIFA competition. They're
They
probably
have
gonna,
to.
they're probably
Okay, I
gonna
was
lay
about
down
to say
grass for that.
Chelsea would be at a huge disadvantage.
I would manage. I would guess.
Okay. Some of the other groups: Group A, Palmeiras, Porto, Al Hilal. I have no idea who that is. Inter Miami. Group B, PSG, the Champions League champions versus Atletico, Botafogo, and Seattle Sounders. That's a good group.
Maybe might be the group of death right
Yeah,
there.
that might be it. Group C, Bayern, Auckland City, Boca Juniors, and Benfica. That is a very good group
That's
as well.
Actually, that could be the group of death.
Boca
'cause,
Juniors, Benfica,
yeah,
Bayern.
Auckland City's the odd one out.
Ooh, I like that one. Group E, River Plate, Uruguay, Red Diamond,
Urawa.
Urawa.
Yeah,
oh,
it's
yeah, that's right.
J-League. Come on.
Yep, I know that one. Monterrey and Inter Milan. Don't worry, they'll roll over in the end. Probably get all the way to the final and lose 5-0. Group F, Fluminense, Dortmund, Ulsan HD, and from South Africa. You'd think I'd know how to pronounce this. Mamelodi
Ladoy.
Sundowns.
Sundowns?
Mamelodi.
Yeah.
Oh, my eyes suck. Sundowns. Group G, Manchester City, YADC, Al Ain, Juventus. Group H, Real Madrid, Al Hilal, Pachuca, and FC Salzburg. Some interesting games going to come out of this. I'll be super honest, boys. I really don't care too much about most of the games going to be played in this until some of the big boys advance through and we can see some good games. Now, we saw Real Madrid in there. Real Madrid could have waited a couple of weeks and gotten Trent Alexander-Arnold on a free, like they were going to do. But because they're playing in the Club World Cup and they want to win, because winning equals money, they have gone ahead and paid Liverpool $11.5 million to have Trent Alexander-Arnold's services early for the Club World Cup. Interesting. That's how much they want to win it. Very, very interesting.
Comment from Pablo. Boca Juniors is shit.
You would say that, wouldn't
Yes.
you, Pablo?
Yes.
And I expect nothing less. Well done. I think we will be watching a couple of games once the big boys get through. Expect to see us at Dagopodi Show brewing with some watch parties.
Yeah, for that and then Gold Cup.
And yes, Nate, you will be invited. You will be invited.
Yay!
I will even buy you a beer.
Yay!
All right.
And some food from the food truck.
Oh, yeah. Some food from
Yeah,
the food truck.
depends on what it
The
is.
food trucks are all right.
And
Depends-
good burgers are.
Yeah, it depends what they got. All right, we are going to come back. We got some transfers and rumors. We got transfers that have already been happened. They've already been made. We're going to tell you about that and a lot more. Be right back. Ready for this?
Hi, Brooks. We're at our favorite store, Soccer World in Rochester. We're just gonna do some light shopping. Nothing big. Ooh, pretty colors. Oh, and one of these too?
Ooh, Germany. Nate would like this.
Hey, Brooks, look at all these. Look what I got.
South America. Ooh. Wow, that's not MLS. Cool.
Socks? No.
Ooh, a ball pump.
Next to what?
Sir, you're next.
Right. That's a mannequin. You know that.
Huh?
It's a
Oh.
mannequin.
Oh. Sorry, sir.
Craig, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Huh?
Thank you there to Soccer World. Very much appreciate them. They've been a partner of ours for a long, long time. Some of our good friends over there. They have 3 stores here in Metro Detroit, Brighton, Rochester, and Canton. Visit one of those. Have your kids looking good as open training for most clubs this week and tryouts next weekend here in Michigan. And don't forget about the Michigan Jags, Michigan Jaguars FC. They got open training this week and tryouts next Saturday and Sunday. All right, fellas, we got a lot to get to. A lot of news and a lot of rumors, but some transfers have already happened. One of the big ones happened today officially as the window has finally opened as of June 1st. It's going to be open for 10 days and then it closes. Closes for a little bit and then it'll open back up again. Due to the FIFA Club World Cup garbage, that's the way it is. All right, Cunha is on his way. He's moving. The Wolf is in Manchester. £62.5 million. He has signed a 5-year contract with an option for an additional year.
Does he stay all 5 years?
No, he will not. Nate, your club, Manchester United, made a move, and it's been rumored, it's been happening in the works for the past couple of weeks, but it's now official. Cunha drops in, another £60 million player. Someone's got to leave. There's rumors abound about who's leaving.
Yeah, everyone is.
Yeah, everyone's going to have to.
Everyone's being covered this last week.
Fire sale.
Yeah,
Same as
everyone's gone.
Yeah, I mean, all right. So the rumor is that Saudi Arabia have offered, one of the clubs in Saudi Arabia have offered Bruno Fernandes like £100 million a year to earn that, and they've offered Manchester United close to $100 million.
Best of luck to you, Bruno. Ciao.
Sure.
I literally don't care.
Yeah.
I should say this. Let me preface that. I care, but I also care that they sell everyone. They sell it all. Burn it down.
Brand new team.
There's this moment in Leon the Professional. You like that?
Yeah.
You ever seen Leon the Professional? It's really cool.
I have not.
It's really cool. It's, Gary Oldman's in it. And at one moment, he goes, "Bring me everyone." And he goes, "Everyone?" He goes, "Everyone!" And that's just how I hope Ruben is sitting in the office. Sell everyone. And, Jim's like, "Everyone?" He goes, "Everyone!" Just see ya. Bye. Good. I'm good with it. I don't care. I don't care.
Well, another rumor.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'd keep 2 guys.
Keep 2 guys.
Ahmed. 3 guys. Ahmed.
Yep.
Delit.
And Delit.
Because I like Delit. Harry Maguire.
That's 3.
Yeah,
He said 3.
Oh, I thought you said 2 at first.
You switch it to 3.
Maybe Urgate. Maybe.
Maybe.
Everyone else. See ya.
Everyone
Bye.
else, see you later.
Who
So
wants Rashford, 40 million? Who wants him?
Ahmad,
Against Barca.
Ahmad,
Let's go.
Delit, and who? Sorry? Maguire?
Yeah. Because he actually gives a crap.
Yeah. And he shows it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm good with that.
All right, I get it. All right, some of the other let's one of the rumors about your club, Nate. There, Manchester United. Garnacho wants to go to Chelsea.
Bye.
And it'd be £50 million.
Sweet. How about 49 and a toaster? We'll call it good.
You just want him out.
Everyone.
You understand? I get it.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. There was a rumor this week, and I really don't think it was true. I think they were just putting smoke in there to see if they can get something out of it. Aston Villa, Garnacho to Aston Villa. I don't think Aston Villa are
Yeah, you're good.
him,
You want him? Hey, you know what? For Villa, we'll do 48.
Take him.
Hold the toaster.
No, I don't know about that. It'd
Hold
be
the
interesting.
toaster.
The ex-gunner says he'll take Manu.
Sure.
Yeah, he'd fit in there. But...
Enjoy his 300,000 a week wages that he wants, and then enjoy not being able to get a striker.
The ex-gunner, is that because Thomas Partey is rumored to be on his way out? He is rumored to be going to, where was it? I wrote it down now. He is looking to head out to, oh my gosh, I can't believe. Was it? I think Real Madrid. I think it's heading out to Real Madrid. Is Thomas Partey. That's the rumor. Now, he can leave very shortly on a free, if I'm not mistaken. So that would be a good replacement, bringing in Manu. I think he would fit in well. The problem is I think he's going to have a couple good games, have his head blow up, ask for more money, and then sit the bench, as he did for Man United in the last 12 months. Everybody thought, here's this kid. He's absolutely phenomenal. And I think everything went to this kid's head because he didn't have a good game after that. It was all downhill after the Euros, essentially. and he fell apart, and he was more than happy to say in the press, I think I'm worth 200 to 250,000 a week. Nah, kid, you're not. You didn't do anything consistently.
No. It's fine. Arsenal. You're good.
Don't listen to any of that.
Yeah, shut up, Craig.
Yeah.
Arsenal. Do some of that.
Yeah.
It's headaway with Barca and Rashford too.
Yes, the Barca Rashford.
We'll
link is
let him
still
go. There's 40 million to talk to. Well, let's cut a deal. 38.
there. 38-2.
No.
38 even?
No.
38 and some tapas.
And some of that really good smoked ham they have.
Ah, okay.
Well, you'll have to talk to them about
Maybe a
that.
good margarita
I
maker.
don't think they do that there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Now I don't want to go there anymore.
Smoked ham.
The rumor is Aston Villa is still in for Rashford as well, and he's considering. But unfortunately
Do
for
you have
him,
smoked ham?
yes, we do.
Well, okay then. 37, 3 smoked hams.
What is
Done.
Birmingham, England known for?
Done. What is what?
What is Birmingham, England known for?
Beans on toast.
Ah,
Curry.
Hold on.
Curry.
Okay.
There's some great Balti houses in
All right.
Birmingham.
All right.
okay.
Yeah.
37 million,
Gift cards.
and you take us out. You take the staff out for Curry.
Done.
Yeah.
Everybody's a winner.
I know, and
Everyone's happy.
And they get gift cards for a year.
Who gets gift cards?
The staff.
No, we're good. We just take us
Very
out to
good.
Curry.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
I will do the negotiations here, Brooks.
Okay, fair enough.
You are awful at this.
Brooks is terrible at negotiating.
I want Curry. Well, I can't eat a gift card.
Yeah, this is true.
But you can use it whenever you want.
Actually, Nate, technically you
I want Curry now.
technically you can eat a gift card. Technically you can eat anything.
Yeah.
This is what I tell my kids. Sorry.
All right, moving on. We
Yeah,
are
moving on.
soccer here.
We're Nate's. Okay, anyway. All right, so some interesting rumors there. One of the big ones that popped up this week, Florian Wirtz to Liverpool for 130 million pounds.
That's a lot of
euros.
money.
Excuse me, euros.
It's euros, yeah.
130. Now he's
That's
young.
a lot of bucks.
He's 22. Bayer Leverkusen know they have a gem on their hands, but he said he wants to leave. It ain't going to be that much money. I think that's more paper talk. But 130. Now,
Yeah,
I would go like 80 at most for him.
I'll tell you, if it was 130, the Leverkusen probably would have had him like sold already.
Yeah.
They
Like, the ink would have been not dried on the paper before they'd be like, oh!
they would have driven him straight through the night to Liverpool. Like, put him on Anfield's doorstep. Here you go. You're welcome.
Maybe he turned around after he found out Eric Ten Hag is coaching.
Ooh,
for
yeah,
Leverkusen.
maybe. The genius
Really?
of Eric Ten Hag has shown up at Bayer Leverkusen, so maybe he wants to
You know how
stay.
much former Ajax players you can buy with 130 million?
A lot.
And guess what?
Yeah.
You know who has a lot of former Ajax players?
United.
Man United.
Let me ask the Man United accounting department, how many players can you buy and how
Too many.
cost?
Guess what? Sell 30. We'll package them up. Give us some pretzels. We'll call it good.
Some pretzels. Is that
I
what
like
Leverkusen's known?
It. I like it. I
Yeah,
like
they're
it.
German pretzels.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So one person who has left Liverpool is the backup goalkeeper, Kaomin Kelleher. He leaves for Brentford for the fee of £12.5 million. So there was a couple of teams who wanted him. Man United who were inquiring about him. There's a couple of other teams from around the Premiership who inquired about him. But he's gone to Brentford as Brentford's goalkeeper, Flecker, is off to Bayer Leverkusen. So bizarre little roundabout there. So Flecker's off. What?
Did Flecker ever play for Ajax?
No, I don't think so.
What are they doing?
I can look.
I know, I don't get it. That doesn't make any sense.
That's,
Eric Ten Hag, what are you doing?
what are they doing?
So Kelleher, the backup goalkeeper to Allison for the past several years, played in 10 games this year, won his second Premiership title, is off to Brentford to be the full-time first team goalkeeper there. I think he'll do very well. I think Kelleher is a good goalkeeper. Great goalkeeper? No. Good goalkeeper? Yes.
It's like Flecker played in the Austrian league. He was at Union Berlin.
Okay. All right, there you go.
There you go.
Some other kind of news and notes to get through. I know we mentioned PSG winning that little game yesterday.
Wait, wrong person.
That they will face Tottenham in the UEFA Super Cup August 13th to be played in Udine, Italy. Ooh, I can't wait for that one. That should be a hell of a game. No, it won't. PSG are going to kill Tottenham. But we don't even know if they'll have a full-time coach by then, because the rumor is tomorrow that Ange Postecoglou is getting the sack, the old tin tack out the door.
That makes sense because you know, you won.
Yeah, you win the Europa.
And they don't want that in Tottenham.
Ange?
Well, here's the problem. He really screwed up their business model.
Why is that?
Because now all the players get trophy bonuses.
Ooh, that's not good.
That goes right to Levy's bottom line. That guy's out.
Yeah, you're gone. You're gone. All right, so I think there's a lot of Tottenham fans out there who are kind of on the fence. Do we get rid of Ange Postecoglou? Do we keep him? Who knows what's going to happen, to be honest? But I got a feeling this week, I think taxi cab, call it now, Ange Postecoglou out the door. He gone.
I think he keeps him for another year.
Do you know Daniel Levy? Do you know how he operates? You look at him funny.
He's like, I need
He'll
you for
fire
one more year, then I'll go get my guy I want. I think he wants Pochettino back.
Ooh, that's an
I
interesting.
don't think Pochettino would touch that.
Him and Levy are very good friends.
That's interesting.
Is that why he left?
No, just the job wasn't available because Andrew was hired.
All right, well,
See, I say interesting things sometimes.
So if he gets fired this week and you receive a text that says, I told you so, is that going to be okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Fair.
All right. So
I mean, I did say Haaland will go to Liverpool.
you did say that.
Yes.
You did, which made no
You also said Messi was going to struggle.
He kind of is a little this year. He was good on Saturday night, but he's kind of
Messi certainly didn't struggle last night as he had.
He did not.
2 goals, 3 assists, was it?
2 goals, 2 assists.
2 goals, 2 assists. A game at the beginning of the month, I believe he had 3 goals, 2 assists. And
Yeah, young guns are catching up to him.
Yeah, he's doing
Would you
all right.
consider struggling being the third highest scorer in the league and have the most goals and assists?
Yeah, but I mean, Inter
Is that what you-
Miami is still not in first place in the Eastern Conference.
But
We're talking about a player.
oh, you did a Nate move there for us. You did a deflecting a Nate move, asking a question about something else instead of indirectly answering the question.
That's why I listen more to Nate, because
That's a
then I pick up on
total
good
Nate
things.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was his rating last night at home against Columbus? Was like a 9.
it was good. Like, I mean, I think he was just like, I need to score. I just need to, just take over this game. And he
I
did.
got to put this team on my back, and here we go.
Yeah.
And he certainly did. Lionel Messi showing up,
Yeah.
provided he can stay healthy. Now they're going to put a lot of emphasis in trying to win that FIFA Club World Cup. Inter Miami is, in my opinion, they got to make sure they protect their investment, Messi, because they're not going to have anything left in the tank after that for the rest of the MLS season. So be careful. Inter Miami, we'll see what happens there. All right, a couple of other things we're going to get to. Some other news of note. Rory Delap has completed his medical at Chelsea ahead of his £30 million move from Ipswich Town. There were rumors that there were several clubs in the Premiership after his signing, but Rory Delap picked Chelsea. My guess is he picked Chelsea for the money. They probably offered him the most money. I don't know why you'd get there because there's a lot of players in that team. He'll get rotated in and out. I think if he went to another club, he would have been pretty much a star player, but he's just going to be another player at Chelsea. The rumor is he's going to be replacing Nicholas Jackson up top. We'll see if that happens.
Are they getting rid of him?
They should.
Okay.
They absolutely should.
Maybe he'll go to Italy and be successful.
He's a £47 million flop this year. Nicholas Jackson was, in my opinion.
I think AC Milan need a striker.
Yeah, there'll be a couple of clubs after him. I think the Serie A would be a great place for him. He did really well in La Liga a couple of years ago. So I think if he heads back to one of those leagues, it would be a good spot for him. All right, we got a couple of other pieces to get to. We're going to talk about some U.S. men's national team pieces. We're going to talk about 1 or 2 other pieces. We'll be back right after this.
Tempo, yes, drop out, good. Yes, touch, play, right foot, yes. Scan, good. Touch in, play, drop your hip, right, yes, good scan. Yes. Jay, well done. Inside on touch, play, see it, yes.
All right, we got a couple of other pieces to get to. We're going to be talking about some U.S. men's national team. We got one or two other pieces to get to before we call it a night. I do want to say, again, a big thank you to our partner there. Big thank you to Next Level Training, Aaron, Dylan, Scotty, Summer, Bilal, the boys and girls of Next Level Training. By the way, they have summer camps.
Cindy's going.
Aiden and Adeline will be going as
Which one are you going to?
One of the ones at Wixom.
See you there.
Yep, not sure. I think, are they doing 2 at Wixom again? They always do 2 at Wixom, so I'll have to look.
See you there.
Yep.
Did you sign me up again?
I am going to sign Brooks up. He better show up. He needs some help.
It's my daughter's favorite camp. Second favorite camp.
Second favorite. What's the first one?
Yeah.
Oh.
NLT Pro Camp.
Of
Come on,
course.
bro.
Of
In the
course.
wintertime.
Oh, everybody loves that one. All right, we got a lot to get to. Looks like we got a phone call coming in here. All right. Hello, who is it?
Yo! What's going on? Is that modulating?
We can hear you. Who is this?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a new phone.
Oh.
I got it from the Verizon store. It's a flip phone.
All right,
Flip phone. Oh, wow.
what's your name, caller?
Hey, y'all, it's Bill Davis. The one and only Bill Davis.
Oh, one and only Bill Davis. Bill.
Call
good to hear
back,
from
because
you.
I love you guys.
Oh, we appreciate it.
Especially that Bundesliga. Y'all gonna talk about that Bundesliga?
No idea.
You're not gonna talk about that Bundesliga?
No. But it's like added. We're moving on from that. What do you want to talk about there, my friend?
So many things to talk about. So many things. So, I don't know about what you guys feel, but I feel that the U.S. men's national team is going to dominate this summer because they finally got rid of Pulisic, McKennie, and Ware. These guys are overrated.
Overrated.
Pulisic is a softie.
Wow.
He's
Okay.
a softie.
That's quite
He's
the
not even good. What do you play for? Serie A? I don't even know what Serie A is.
Yeah. It's in Italy. It's
What?
It's the Italian league.
Yeah.
That doesn't even sound Italian. Is that like a third division team?
Yeah, well, no,
You can't do better than a third division team?
no, they're first division.
What even team does he play for? Never heard of him.
You're calling Christian Pulisic soft?
He is overrated.
So you're hold on.
How many defensive tackles has he had in a game? Overrated.
Wow, this is an interesting caller. Bill, listen, hold on for a second. You're telling me that you think the U.S. men's national team is going to dominate this
Dominate.
because Pulisic, McKennie, Balogun is now injured.
Huh?
Yes, Flo Balogun.
Huh?
Yeah,
He plays in France.
he's actually English though.
Yes.
I'm just all confused now.
Yeah.
Is he even American?
No.
Yes, he was born here.
Well, sort of.
Huh?
He grew up in England.
Well, the name like Gunn.
Flo-
Billy Gunn. It's Billy Gunn, yeah.
Balogun.
I think I like Billy Gunn. He's a pretty good name.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me some Billy Gunn.
Well, we're gonna have to let you go here, Bill. You haven't let us get a word in.
Well, I mean, Pulisic is soft.
He's soft. All right. Well, we appreciate.
He's always on the ground.
He's always.
He's always on the ground, rolling around.
Mr. Davis, if I could say.
I watch Alexi Lawless tell me he ain't good. I believe it.
Okay.
Do you listen to his podcast?
What?
Do you listen to his podcast? Is that why?
I don't even know what a podcast is. I am listening to my AM radio.
Oh, old school.
Yeah,
You still drive a stick shift?
of course.
How did
Only a real man drives a stick shift.
how did you get the number to call into our show?
On the back of a bathroom stall.
That's
Wow, we're popular.
I said go for a good time. And I'm having a great time.
Oh, good lord. All right, Mr. Davis. Well, we appreciate the phone call. Thank you very much.
Alexis is average.
Oh, my word. Mr. Bill Davis there calling
Yeah.
in, talking about the U.S. men's national team, saying
Wow.
how they're going to be better this summer because they're missing soft Pulisic, McKenzie, Weah, and Balogun. Interesting there. So just so you're aware, forward Florian Balogun will miss the CONCACAF Gold Cup because of an ankle injury. And he was among 3 players dropped Sunday from the United States roster.
Yep.
Already without Christian Pulisic, Weston McKennie, Timothy Weah, Anthony Robinson, Yunus Musa, and Giovanni Reina. Defender Dwan Jones dropped as well due to a lower body injury. And midfielder Sean Zawadzki. God damn it. He has a knee injury. So Mauricio Pochettino down a couple of people. Nate, are you?
Yeah, I'm
are
back.
You on
What would I
board?
miss?
Were you in the bathroom again?
Yeah. I told you you had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you did.
He always pees on
I
this side.
forgot.
We had a caller say
Well,
that
you see how much I drink here, man. Come on now.
You do.
the U.S. men's national team is going to dominate because they got rid of some of the players are injured and can't make it due to FIFA Club World Cup. Like soft, as Mr. Bill Davis put it, soft Christian Pulisic. Agree
Oh.
or disagree?
Why do you take calls from
I don't know.
people?
I don't
This
know.
is
Because-
your fault. You've done this to yourself.
We wanted to do Collins, and
And
you
how's
know.
that idea working?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Oh, that's a little different.
Did he have
Like,
anything to say about the Bundesliga?
that's a
Well,
little,
no.
no.
No,
Yeah, he does. He likes the Bundesliga. He
Nice.
says. Yes.
But he had no idea what the City A was.
He's a big fan of Bundesliga chat time.
You're an idiot.
Do you know where he got our phone number?
I would hope like I don't know, Google.
No. He read it off the back of a bathroom stall, and I think you may have put that there a couple of months back.
Yeah,
You
probably.
You
did.
said you were doing some advertising for us.
Yeah.
I
Say
thought
what
it was
kind.
like in.
Those stickers go up anywhere, buddy.
This is true.
Mm.
Well done. Well,
So I think USA is in trouble. You know, we are. I mean, it's a great opportunity for some other players.
Yeah.
I hate to, but if you ask me, would I rather have Pulisic or Weah or McKennie in the beginning? I would say yes. I don't know. I'm not really sold on Bellingham, to be honest with you. So
I don't think anybody's sold on Balogun, but it would be another player with some speed to put up top and test him out.
Yeah.
But without Balogun, without, like you said, without Pulisic, without McKinney, without Weah, without Anthony Robinson, without Musa, without Giovanni Rema, like there is nothing there, boys. I think U.S. men's national team fans need to lower the expectations for the Gold Cup and anything they're doing this summer due to missing the, we'll say, bread and butter of the team, man. The guys who can make a spark and get something to happen here.
Again, this is a chance for guys to step up.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is gonna. So you bring in the veteran Walker Zimmerman. You're gonna bring in two young guys, Paxton Aronson and Nathan Harriel. Paxton obviously was with which Bundesliga? Freiburg was he with? Nate?
Paxton never saw the field.
But he never saw the field, but he was loaned
loaned
out.
out.
Yes, loaned out. And then Harriel is with Philadelphia Union. So not a big Harriel fan. Paxton Aronson was a Union Academy kid, so he'll play with his brother Brendan. He's an interesting one. He needs time. Walker is a good veteran. I don't know. It's like who wants to step up? I think Walker wants a spot next summer. You know, if you're going to give Tim Ream a chance, Walker deserves a chance, you know?
Absolutely, he deserves a chance. He's still young enough.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You still got Tillman. You still got Cardoso. I know you hate Cardoso, but yeah, he's apparently sought after, so he might be all right. You still got Adams. You still got. I'm really excited to try to see this Damian Downs, who maybe without Bellingham there,
Mm-hmm.
you got him sliding in hard. Haji Wright has done all right this year.
Yes, he scored. He scored.
He's doing well. But he doesn't play forward for them. He plays outside, so maybe that's where you throw him.
Yep.
So I don't know. I'm kind of hopeful. It's definitely going to look different. It's probably going to feel different. It'll just be interesting. It'll just be interesting. But yeah, if you were to ask me, like, hey, are you excited that you don't have these guys? No. And my only hope is that maybe when they reconfigure, in the knockout stage, that they can get one or two of these guys back.
Sorry, didn't push the button to put you on the screen there, Nate.
No, I don't want to be on the screen.
It makes sense.
I'm actually better off the screen.
Yeah.
More visually appealing when you don't see me.
Well, for the people who listen
look
to us
best.
via podcast, they're lucky. They don't get to see you.
I will look
Works out
best when I'm not looked at.
If you
My
are
mom
listening
tells me
to us
that.
on a podcast, as one of the podcasts, please do us a favor, give us a 5-star rating. We appreciate it. Leave a comment as well. It means a lot to us. Well, Brooks, what's your prediction for the Gold Cup, man? Like, listen,
Yeah.
it's gonna be. Yes, there's a chance here. I like to see Walker Zimmerman and some of these other guys get a chance, but it's gonna hurt. I think.
I mean, listen, they're gonna have to play. Every match is gonna have to be there. They're gonna have to give it their all.
Yeah.
Like this isn't gonna be a walk in the park where they're gonna, I'm sure they can possess the ball. I think the players are good enough to do that, no doubt about that. But this is gonna be a competition where they can't have an off day. And I mean, they're proving to the rest of the country that, why these players belong and why they don't want to let Pochettino down. I mean, you're playing for a guy that wants to try to take you far in the 2026 World Cup. And there's guys, obviously, that there's spots available. I mean, he's giving guys opportunities. And this is the chance, I think Clint Dempsey's talked about it. They've talked about the January camp and, but this Gold Cup opportunity, some of the guys have come in past and they've had a good Gold Cup and they've been on the World Cup roster. Yeah. So this is the opportunity. It's the opportunity to take it and run with it. And I think there are some guys that I know that are regulars that I think for me are on the fence, honestly, that I think some of these other players can come in. I'm still upset that Aidan Morris is not in this group. I'm happy to see that Chris Brady, he replaced Patrick Schulte. He had an oblique injury, Patrick Schulte, but it's nice to see Chris Brady in the June friendlies, and we'll see if he comes out as one of the 3 goalkeepers that'll make the Gold Cup roster. But, who's going to step up and who's going to show this country that, we can fight and we can win matches like we used to.
So this is definitely more of a who's going to step up, who's going to show us something, and what players can Pochettino view and put into the squad for the real challenges coming up next year at this time, and less about winning now. We just hope the games can be competitive and we don't suck, right? I mean, that's pretty much what it is.
Well, I mean, I don't think we'll suck. The question is, are we going to look how we can look?
Right.
Are there any errors? Are we going to keep the ball? How are we going to play? The biggest thing I was worried about coming to this, it's never the back line or the midfield. It's the front 3. Yeah. What can you give us? Right. What can you give us that's different? Because we're still obviously looking for that striker that's going to make the difference.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah. All right. Couple of other things before we head on out here. 2
comments here.
I love the comments.
Yeah, so Pablo hitting us with some history here. So
I saw that.
Back to Champions League finals. So he just learned this. Every time a Champions League final was played in Munich, whoever won, it was their first time as Champions League winner. And he lists Nottingham Forest in 79, Marseille in 93.
Whoa! We played Bayern Munich, but it wasn't in Munich. Sure, you're right.
Yep.
We played against Bayern Munich.
Dortmund in 97 and PSG in 2025. All 4 finals in Munich, awesome. All first-time winners.
Yeah, that is pretty cool, actually.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Very cool. All right, we're going to finish it up here. Wrap us up. The U.S. women's national team yesterday played China and won 3-0 goals from Katarina Macario, Sam Kofi, and Lindsay Heaps. Apparently looking very good right now. U.S. women's national team. They're playing, but they're getting a look at all the players and seeing what they can put together as they prepare for 2027. Lots going on within the U.S. women's national team setup. Last thing from me, unfortunately, a fire ripped through Fiorentina's training ground last night. I was unsure if there's any deaths or anything there, but it looks like Fiorentina's training ground went up heavily in flames. So interesting news there. Again, big thank you to our partners. Big thank you to everybody else out there. Big thank you to Soccer World. Big thank you to Next Level Training. Big thank you to Michigan Jaguars, to the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood, to the Dog and Pony Show Brewing, and to North American Soccer Expo. We very much appreciate all the love and support. Oh, and by the way, guys, happy birthday to U.S. men's national team legend and friend of our show and friend of ours, Mr. Alexi Lalas. Hopefully he enjoyed his day today. It was his birthday. Looking as young as ever, Mr. Alexi Lalas. Happy birthday, my friend. All right, fellas, that's going to wrap us up for the night. Appreciate all the love and support. We'll check in and see you guys next week. Cheers.
Cheers.